What is going on, everybody? What's the vibe? Let's go. We got this is a little bit out of ordinary here. A little bit out of ordinary. We're a little bit out of whack. I wanted to do this yesterday, defensive film breakdown yesterday, from the 49ers game against the Rams. Uh some things got in the way, so wasn't able to do it, but I figured, hell, why not? Why not do it now and just vibe? Oh, we see the squad coming over from Instagram. Let's go. Good to see you guys. I miss my Instagram peeps, man. I haven't been able to vibe with my Instagram peeps in like 3 weeks. They have just been really messing up my life. So that's unfortunate. Um, but glad to have you over here. Good to see you guys. Not coming to Jacksonville. I had an opportunity to. I decided to chill. What's going on? What's my favorite food? Ooh, you're asking a guy who loves food what his favorite food is. That's a loaded question. Jeez, what is my favorite food? That's a loaded question. I don't know if I can answer that. There's like when I think of that, a million things popped into my head. So that tells you like I don't have a definitive favorite. I like a lot of food though. Let me get the tape up. And like I said, we're just vibing. We're chilling. We talk about anything. Food questions are fine. I don't care. So basically, what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch the tape. But like I said, we could talk about anything. You can ask me food questions. That's fine. I accept the food questions. I just don't know. God, I hate when I get put on the spot like that. I think about too many options, and it's just really hard to narrow it down. Um, whew. Yeah, see, I can't even. I'm having a hard time just thinking about it. Having a hard time just thinking about it. Yeah. Yes, we like Rams. We like ram chops, and we like Jag steaks. Those are fire. Favorite play this year? Ooh, that's a good question. That is another good question. There's a lot of good plays. Um, how about this? Since we are on this game right now, I'll show you my favorite defensive play from this game. We'll start from there. Um, I would say, wow, what was my favorite play? I don't know. I really like that fourth down conversion on this. Yeah, you guys are stumping me. You guys stumped me twice in a row. Like what? What the hell? I like it. Um, favorite play. One of my favorite plays was the Chicago all hands on deck play where they all like pushed into the end zone. I thought that was a really pivotal play that meant a lot. I love the first drive of this series. I felt like the first drive of the Ram series was huge. Um, but good questions. Good questions. I'll try to find my favorite play from this game. I think I had written it down. So let me see if I can find it. Um, oh, well, this might not be my favorite play, but it's up there with I have it written down, the worst snap I've ever seen. Um, this I'm a former center, so I've snapped plenty of balls in my day, no pause. And um this particular snap was so bad. Watch this guy. I think this is it. What? Nope, not this one. Next one. It's so bad. Pretty sure. Oh no, 12:46. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's watch it together and enjoy. I want to get to the good one. Look at this view. Okay, so it might not be my favorite play this year, but what I do love about this play is this is probably the worst snap I've ever seen. watch, watch the center, watch the ball, and watch how he snaps this thing. This might be the worst snap I've ever seen. Watch. Like, what the hell? Dude, who does that? Like, as a center, like I said, I've snapped plenty of balls, no pause. Like, what? How does that occur? Like, he didn't even get it past his foot. This is the worst snap I've ever seen. I know it's not my favorite play this year, but it's one of my favorite plays in the sense that it's one of the worst plays I've ever seen, and thankfully, it wasn't by anyone on my team. Um, I would be like, if I was a coach and we were in the meeting room the very next day, oh my gosh, I'm roasting you. I'm roasting my own guys so hard. We are spending probably a solid 20 minutes on this play. Just like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you trying to do? How do you do that? How do you not even get it past your foot? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Oh, what's up, coach? Coach in the chat. Great questions though so far. So you guys are asking great questions. Uh so running back this weekend, I think we're gonna see a lot of we're gonna see a lot of Jeff Wilson. Super excited about that. Really, really super excited about that. Um, Favorite player on the 49ers? I like this question. Let me try to get my wits about myself. I'm trying to answer questions while do film breakdowns at the same time. Um, Favorite player, like George Kittle has been historically my favorite player since he was drafted. Like he was instantly my favorite player when the 49ers drafted him. He was a draft crush, as some of you guys know, I'm super big into the draft. So I become fans of these guys before they're on teams. So George Kittle was like my guy pre-draft process. For because he's a blocker. Shocking, right? Shock. Yeah, I'm a little stuffed up. Nothing too bad though. Um, but George was my favorite player like before he was a 49er. Then we drafted him. Then he instantly became my 49er favorite 49er um of the recent era of like the right now. And but I will be honest. I will be 100% honest. George is still my guy. Um, George is absolutely still my guy. But Trent Williams give him his run for his money. Again, if you can block and you know how to block well, you have a key to my heart. You have a key to my heart. That's it. That's why George Kittle was one of my favorite players because he's such a good blocker. Clearly, I emphasize blocking more than a lot of people. Really quickly while I go on my story, this play that I'm showing is the first play of the game. Fred Warner showing that he's alive and well. You got a little bubble screen action. He recognizes diagnosis right away, closes in, no gain, good tackle, good job, Fred. Really, really like that. Exactly. Exactly. Kittle's my guy because he was my draft crush, and then my team drafted him. So it's a double whammy. When my teams draft my draft crush, like it's instant, like already my favorite guy. Like when the 49ers drafted Quentin Patton in the 4th round, out of Louisiana Tech, I bought 2 Quentin Patton jerseys, one red and one white, before he took a snap with the 49ers. Here is here's the Jimmy Ward interception. Um, Matthew Stafford was not in his bag this day. Matthew Stafford was absolutely not in his bag this day. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know why he threw that. If you look at the route that Odell's running, this is intended for Odell. Once Odell gets to this point, obviously he recognized Stafford is flushing himself out the pocket, and so he gives up on the route, but even so, he's fading towards the sideline. What Stafford does is Stafford steps up and throws it to a spot that no one is. except Jimmy. And then OBJ comes and rocks Jimmy. But yeah, I don't think for all the hype, I haven't watched a lot of Rams games, but I've seen clips, I've seen highlights. There's a lot of hype. Uh he definitely did not meet the hype. Stafford did not meet the hype. Like this isn't necessarily a function of the defense. If you want to call it like a coverage throw. Oh, what's good? We got a first timer. Let's go. First timer. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Um yeah, so clearly there was some form. Debbie says the smoke got in his eye. That's what it is. Ellis says the Ward interception looked like OBJ let off the route. Yeah, he did, but even so, he was still fading to the sideline. So the where Stafford put it, where OBJ was going, just didn't make a lot of sense. It really didn't. Like I said here, he OBJ gives up on the route here, but he's still fading outside the numbers. Right? Look at where the numbers are, the relation, the angle he's taking. He's still kind of fading towards the sideline. However, Stafford throws it on the opposite side of the numbers. Like it's just a weird throw. Like I like Debbie's explanation the best, honestly. I think it was the smoke. We got the smoke in his eye. Let's go. Sourdough Brad in the building. Look at the squad. Look at the squad welcoming the new the new viewers, I guess you would say. Gotta love it. Sourdough Squad's undefeated. Also, Herbo, we have we're a community, so we call our community the Sourdough Squad. As you can see, they're welcoming you to our environment. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Yeah, I would say this is true. I saw I mean, now I get it. Stafford is a good quarterback. He's solid. But today was not the day. Today was not his day. He or whatever day this was, last Monday, was not his situation. What's coach saying? I would argue about OBJ giving up on the route. Stafford kind of went rogue. I agree 100%. Very hard for a 2-day recover. Very hard for a 2-day recover to read that. No, I agree. Like I said, the point is it's twofold. OBJ gave up on the route right here. You see the entire way in anticipation of running it. He's done. Like he's done running. But also, Stafford threw it to a spot that was not even in relation to the original route that OBJ ran. That's why I'm saying, look at where OBJ. So OBJ is right here. He's at the diamond. So at the 25, at the diamond, near the sideline, look at Stafford, load up and let it rip. And he lands the ball over here. So it's just, I agree. It's Stafford going rogue, but at the same, it's still both things can be true. OBJ, like where Stafford was throwing, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like it makes no sense to me. I don't know what he was anticipating. You can't fault OBJ in my opinion for this throw. So yeah, it was weird. I don't understand. I agree. I think he went rogue. I don't know what the hell that was. It was really odd. It was really odd. I thought it was weird. What's my favorite player on the Rams? I really like Henderson. Unfortunately, Henderson hasn't had the best year. He's been okay. I'd say he's been mediocre. Darnell Henderson, I think he's been mediocre at best this year. I had a little bit more high hopes for him. Other players on the Rams that I like. I really came away liking Taylor Rapp, the safety. Kind of that Jimmy Ward mold. I thought Taylor Rapp was flying. I thought he was all over the field. Um, I thought he looked good, and I liked him coming out of Washington. Um, so looked nice. Um, what is this one? I like Warner's ability to obviously he's in conflict with the wide receiver. He's playing coverage right now. His focus is here on 18. Once he gets eyes up, he realizes it's a screen. He's able to come off it, make the tackle in the open field. What I really like about it too is the mugging. Like Aziz. You see that punch, Aziz? Boom! Like I love this. I love when a guy gets another guy held up and the rest of the crew comes over and just mugs the dude. I love the punch by Aziz. Look at Aziz. Get that. Oh, two, what we're going to watch. A little bit of what we're going to watch. Aziz Al-Shaair, dude. Aziz Al-Shaair is a freak. Like, this dude is playing all over the place. I played high school, then I went to community college at DVC, and then I got a scholarship to a D2. Um, I think I of course am going to think highly of myself. I think I was an athlete, but I didn't have the grades. it was it was an it was a sheer miracle that I was able to get any type of scholarship and play anywhere with the type of grades I had. We kind of went down a rabbit hole. I like this play. Almost got the pick here by Emmanuel. I think this was a pressure throw. This throw was caused from a pressure. Yeah, there we go. You got looping Nick Bosa coming around. He's trying to split this little double here. He pretty much almost gets home, but this pressure causes the throw. So the pressure from Bosa causes this like absolutely errant throw because if he threw it at any different arm angle, he's throwing it right into his hand. And so you can see why it's a weird trajectory. The timing's just terrible. Look at 18. Like 18's like, oh well. Yo, look at 18, bro. 18's like, I've never been this high in my life. Look at him. Look at him kick his legs. He's like, woo, never been this high in my life. I've never jumped this high. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Sorry. This is what happens on Friday night film breakdowns. I don't give no S. We're just having a blast. I really don't care too much about nothing right now. Oh my goodness. Love it, but almost got it. That there's two interceptions that Emmanuel Mosley almost had. This was the first one. We'll watch the second one. We'll watch the second one. Um let's see. I agree. One game at a time. What's up, Luke? What's Luke saying? Luke's always got some good insight. That's what you get when they have no chemistry. I knew the only way they could use no BJ is sending him deep as an option early and a couple early plays, which they scripted, which is why they got him the ball in the very first play. Yep, 100%. Heard there's rumblings of no BJ already after one game. Really? That's crazy. Luke saying, you think that's BS or true because they need him later? Yeah, I don't know. It I don't know. It could be. It could be. It could be. Aziz is scaring me. I mean, you may lose your job to injury, but Jesus Christ, Aziz is trying to push Greenlaw. It's almost unfair to expect that kind of production to be matched from an injured player. I think, hey, we're gonna look in. We'll look into it. Maybe we should just go down the Aziz journey right now. I don't know if Aziz is I don't know if you give up that spot. I think Aziz has earned it, especially after this game. Let's go down the Aziz rabbit hole, huh? Let's do that. Why not? We're freestyling right now. Let's go down the Aziz rabbit hole. Let's go down the Aziz rabbit hole. Let's see. Find me an Aziz play. Find me. All right, 12:24. So Aziz Al-Shaair, man, is playing at like I'll be honest. I've been so focused on the offensive miscues these last couple weeks. I I really haven't been like super worried about going back and studying the defense. I think it's been like 2 weeks I haven't studied the defense just because just like we saw against the Rams, like if this offense can get their crap figured out, they can do a lot of damage. They can do a lot of things. Um, with the way the defense is playing. So I haven't put so much of an emphasis on the defense. Here's Aziz. What I think I liked about this play is Aziz and DJ Jones. It's kind of a dual combination. So you have Daryl Henderson. He's running, it's a zone concept. So he has two options essentially. He could pick this hole or he could cut it back. With DJ Jones, you see him strike, create the separation, eyes in the backfield. This is typical of a defensive lineman. Um, Eric unfortunately gets washed. Part of that has to do with him stepping on this guard's foot. As a result, you see him lose all leverage. He's got no shot because 79's coming in here, giving him a hit. But it's the combination of Aziz and Jones here. You see the way Aziz just is so violent. Like, even like with Fred. Fred's being patient, and I get it. But Aziz is so just quick up there. Um, Really like the way he fills the hole, gets around the block, sheds it, shoots. On the other side, look at DJ Jones working off a double, gets off of it, falls into the lane. So the combination of those two, I really liked it. Really, really liked it. My guy, let's go. We appreciate you, bruh. Let's go. Ego, see you, bruh. My guy. Uh, hold on really quick. Ego says, "Bro, you're the man." No, you're the man, bro. You're the man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. James says, "I feel Greenlaw is really good on both coverage and pass coverage and run coverage, as Aziz is good at run coverage and not so good at pass coverage." Uh, yeah, I've seen Aziz. I think Aziz is good in coverage. Um, let's see. I think this is kind of an example. Like you could, I don't know if you would consider this coverage to screen, but he's got to get through the wash, undercuts, get the tackle. I know it's not necessarily coverage, but Aziz he's all over the place. He's his instincts are off the chart. Again, this lineman who is coming across the center, he's running to a spot. He's trying to get Aziz to flow and get that block, but Aziz does a really good job of undercutting the block and ends up right in the spot. Because if Aziz tries to fight this and goes outside contain, um, the lane for the cutback is huge. So I really like the way Aziz attacked this, the angle that he took. I think this next play is a coverage play from Aziz. Aziz is up here. I think so. Let's look. So we got Aziz dropping back. So again, I believe this is a third down situation, third and long or second, yeah, third and 13. So the thought process is play the sticks, right? So you're gonna let anything come underneath. That's not a problem. The underneath stuff is whatever. You see how he's cut. Look at how he takes away this route. So his responsibility takes away this route. Um, I really think that's where Stafford wanted to go because he goes right to left. So this is a function of Aziz playing in coverage because just based on the assumption that this is likely where he wants to go, he looks there first, comes off it, moves the safety, right? And then comes back to it. He's doing a little manipulation there. The problem, Aziz is in coverage and completely takes away the throw. And then on top of that, not only does he take away the primary, he's able to come down and stop the underneath throw for really, really small gain. Really, really small gain. Let's see. Let me catch up on the comments. Yeah, I saw that. Chris Carson out for the year. Huge blow. Bryant says, I played special teams, eventually made kicker, was listed officially third string QB in high school. There you go. Oh, I get it. He's a special teams guy. I feel it. Special teams matter. Don't tell Jason Aponte. Special teams matter. It's the third phase of the football. Greenlaw freed up Warner not to have to worry about pass coverage as much as Aziz is forcing Fred into pass coverage, which kind of opened up the running lanes. Luke said, do we sign one or less and try to convert Huff to LB? So Greenlaw, Warner, and Huff. I kind of feel this vibe a little bit. Trade Greenlaw because he wants too much and convert Huff and run Warner, Aziz, and Huff. Keep two true safeties. Trust me, I think Luke's been on this for a long time. I've been on this for since pre-draft. Let's see. Was this the look at Aziz, bro. Sorry, squirrel. Look at Aziz. This is the helmet play. This is the play where he demolished his helmet. Just a savage. He's playing so good. He's playing so good. But I hear what you're saying. As you can see right now, what they did a lot in this game is they brought Hufanga in the box. Similar to this, they have it flipped. In this instance, typically Ward was playing the single high, but this, for whatever reason, got flipped. Just look at that flow. Gosh, so good. This is so good by Aziz. Again, that's the the left guard. You know, he's on track. He's on his track, but Aziz is too fast. Aziz is too fast. Can't get there. So I hear you, Luke. I don't know. I think it's a good problem to have with Greenlaw. It's a good problem to have. Maybe you leverage him for assets. Again, Aziz Al-Shaair is an unrestricted free agent, so Aziz could get paid. Aziz might get, and here's Hufanga back to back. Two boys we were talking about. This is probably one of my favorite plays from Hufanga on the night. The reason why is, again, he's such a cerebral football player. He probably knows pre-snap. Hufanga probably knows pre-snap. Like, all right, they could absolutely be running a natural rub or pick route, 100% in the scope of possibility. And look at how quickly he keys. The key on it is so fast. Like, this is study work. This is like what we're doing. This is like tape work. Like, when you just are so in tune with what the offense is doing, because he like, who is this? Is this Darnell Henderson? Like, let's be honest. What receiver is coming out there break like this? Like a snail. Like, what who's doing that? No one, unless you're trying to set something up, and here's the setup. It's the natural pick route. So, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get Hufanga to come up, probably press a little bit harder, and then get caught in this wash. But look at how quickly, I mean, he's flat-footed. Like, I feel like he already knows it's coming. Not only that, but the second they break at the same time. Watch him break at the same time. Like, oh, I'm going in. All right, breaking on the ball, and he's got a one track mind. Boom. So I don't know. Like, I understand that. Like, what Luke's been saying, because I've been saying that all pre-draft. Like, Hufanga seems like a fantastic, like, outside linebacker, but things like this, like, when you look at it, you're like, "Oh, maybe." I don't, because that's, I mean, the explosion, the cerebral, the smarts to identify and key, and then get into position. That's nice. That's a rookie. This isn't a rookie play. That's why it's so nice, is because um, rookies don't do this. Rookies are the ones who get caught in the wash. Rookies are the ones who get caught flat-footed, not paying attention, because are not looking for natural rubs. Um, that's the manipulation that rookies tend to get caught up in. So that's why this is really cool to see, and why it's one of my favorite plays, is because Hufanga's all over it. Like, he knew what was coming before it even started. Like, the way he breaks down it, like, he's just not moving his feet, because he knew. So I get it. The speed element, the long speed isn't there. But then you see plays from Hufanga, I think, like this one, 27. So you got Hufanga over here. All right, I don't remember why I showed this one. 27:56. So on this play, I think it is, watch Hufanga. Hufanga's playing left of Jimmy Ward. Is that the play? I guess it is. I like the ability to come down and make the tackle. I was thinking this was a different play. But Hufanga still is able to come down, after playing deep half the field, comes back, gets the tackle. Again, sure tackler, right? Um, man, I thought that was a different play. Where was that play? Oh, whatever. I'll find it again. Um, let's see. I think this one was Hufanga in coverage as well. This was 21:15. So I think Hufanga's in coverage here. So let's see how he acts here. So this is a good opportunity to see Hufanga, him getting challenged. I think he's getting challenged by Cooper Cup. So I mean, this is a pretty good challenge, right? It's a pretty good challenge. This is the leading wide receiver in reception yards in the NFL. So you can even see he got turned. Watch him get turned. He bit hard. Oh, he bit hard. So right off the bat, Hufanga's out of position. Right there, he's out of position. And he got beat with this little stutter. See the little stem, that little stem to the inside, that little watch what it did to him. Got him turned around. But what you do like to see is the speed turn. Instantly gets the head around, back on track, but he's kind of in a bit of a trail technique. Um, so again, this is where you start to go back to what uh Luke was talking about. Maybe if he doesn't get twisted up like this, uh clearly he's in better position. But this is one of the pitfalls of, I love Talanoa. I think he's great. But the long speed, I guess, the like recovery speed, maybe this is something that you look at where, again, if the ball's over here, the ball's underthrown is not a good throw. Um, I don't know, probably didn't anticipate Emmanuel Mosley. Also, good play by Emmanuel Mosley uh, to just come off, and find his spot and almost picks it off. Actually, Hufanga breaks up the INT uh, from Mosley. But I could see, this particular instance where, having long speed comes in handy because you're not always going to be in the right position, for example. Um, and, if, say, Emmanuel isn't there, the ball is actually thrown um, in front of him, or there's an opportunity for Cup to run under the ball, this play would look a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I get both sides of it. I get both sides of it. Um, but what is clearly seemingly true is that this Kyle and this team really like him at safety. So I prefer, I think I'm with Luke a little bit. I love Talanoa in the middle of the field. I love Talanoa. I think he's really good. But I like him more in the middle of the field. Again, it matches my pre-draft scouting on him for this type of purpose. Um, and again, we know Cooper Kupp. He's not the fastest wide receiver out there. He wins a lot with his route running, like you see. Um, so you get a burner here. There's no shot. There's no shot Hufanga catches that. So it's small things. It's small nuance. I think it's something that we're just gonna come with the territory. Also, too, watching this tape also reiterated the fact that I cannot stand Josh Norman. I cannot stand Josh Norman. He's so bad. I feel like he's not good. Like in so many senses. Oh, on cue. On cue, Josh. Like I didn't even set this up. Um this I just don't like Josh, man. He's not very good. He got beat a lot like this. I get that's a point of like, he's sitting in the zone, he's sitting it down, so I get it to a certain extent, but it's like, all right, well, if K1's got this guy out in the flat, you got Fred underneath with Jimmy over the top, then why aren't you what technique are you using? Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a cornerback. I know cornerback technique super well. Um, I don't. It's not my obviously forte. I'm a trench guy. Uh, but still, it's just common sense. Like you're playing a zone, right? This is zone coverage. It's cover three. You're playing. You got Norman playing the left, deep third of the field. You got your underneath zone coverage. Clearly, none of these guys matter to him. He cares about him. That's the only guy he cares about. So again, like I said, I'm not gonna pretend like I know coverage and I know cornerback responsibilities and what they're doing all the time. But this to me, just I like look at him get cooked. Like he's playing off a route like 10 yards and still gets cooked. Like, what are we doing, bro? I don't know. I just don't like him. I just think and this was all over the place. This was all over the place. Um, let's see what other stuff we got. I'll do another Josh Norman one just for fun. Just for fun. Josh Norman's at the top. Van Jefferson. This should have been a touchdown. This should have been a touchdown. I kind of in the back of my head, if it meant Josh Norman would get benched, then maybe I'd be okay with it with the touchdown because he's so bad. Like, what technique are you using, bro? Like, what? I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand what his like. This looks like man coverage, for him at least. Maybe not over here, but he looks or it looks like a zone or whatever. But he knows that's his responsibility. Like, what is this trail? Like, stutter. Like, I just play coverage. Well, I don't know. I did. I don't know. Like this should have been a touchdown. This is like look like this is a touchdown. Van Jefferson dropped it. Like that's a touchdown. This is a touchdown, but Van Jefferson is all over the place. Shouldn't ate that popcorn, Van. Shouldn't ate that popcorn, buddy. But that's a touchdown. This is a touchdown because what are you doing? Play coverage, bro. You're a cornerback. Cover. Sorry. I don't like Josh Norman. I agree with this. I agree with this. I think he shouldn't. I don't yeah. I mean, he wasn't trying to get a pick. He was just trying to get his hand on the ball. like, he, like, like, what are we doing? Like, this guy I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a cornerback. I never played cornerback, so I can't sit here in front like I know what's going on. But come on, you're a cornerback. You've got the boundary to your left. Squeeze him to the boundary. Use the sideline as a yet another defender. I hear that all the time. Use the sideline as another defender. Squeeze the running or squeeze the wide receiver towards the boundary. Put yourself in position to make a play and cover the freaking wide receiver. But what is this off stutter be like? I don't what is he doing? Like that's what I'm saying. Like he's just like waiting. Like he thinks he's prime Josh Norman or something. Like, bro, I don't know if you forgot, but you're low key kind of washed. So why don't you just play coverage? Just like what is this? You baiting him? You think you're baiting Matthew Stafford into a throw? like what are we doing? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He's not good. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Um, Luke says also why it's so small on my other screen. Sorry, it's being hard for me to read. Also, why he was a lot better when he was younger. He could get away with making plays like that easier. Yeah, I agree. Uh, I get the concept of baiting. I love cornerbacks who bait. Like, yeah, give the appearance of that. Oh, he's got a shot, but then you have the athletic ability to be able to uh, mitigate the throw. but he's like, what? Are we, like, I don't know. I know this is a bit of a vindictive part of this breakdown because again, I just don't like Josh, and Josh was doing this all over this tape. Like he's doing this all. He didn't make one play in this game. If you go back and you watch this tape, Josh Norman did not make one play. He gave up multiple plays, and this should have been a touchdown. This should have been a touchdown because he's getting cute. He thinks he's prime Josh Norman, and sorry, buddy, but you're not. And you're going against Van Jefferson, who is very fast. Um, the angle he takes, it's just weird. I don't understand it. I don't like it. Yes, I am having a blast. So, like, as you guys know, probably at this point, I really don't bag on players. I don't. I'm pretty I like to think of myself as pretty fair and trying to look at all the objective angles. but I don't like Josh Norman. I really don't. If you were on the live, you know why, but he's just so garbage. Sorry. I look at him, he's not a 49er in my opinion. He's not. We didn't sign him in free agency. We didn't draft him. He wasn't in training camp. To me, you're like we need help. You're a mercenary. You're a hired gun. We're hiring you to help us, but you're not helping us. In fact, the only thing that you do is hurt us. Sorry, I'm going to stop talking about Josh Norman. I'm going to stop talking about Josh Norman. Let's focus on something good. Let's focus on the Arden Key sack. I really like the Arden Key sack. Arden Key, it's the first time I'm noticing him playing over the guard in the 3-tech. I like it. Watch him. Hand swipe, boop. Hand swipe. Easy money. Easy money. Look at the hand swipe, bro. Ooh. Clean. I love putting defensive ends one-on-one matchups with the guards. That's such a mismatch. Like, it's such a mismatch, dude. Like, when you get one-on-one, because obviously you see the offensive line is sliding towards Bosa. That's typically how it works. You slide towards the strongest defensive end or the loaded side. They decide, it's pretty even, so they pass set to the right. You see the center go right because they're more worried 3-on-2 here and go to work. So I love that. Swipe the hands. Again, we talk about hands all the time in the trench world, in our world of trenches. This is crucial. We talk about why Trent Williams is so good at what he does because he's manipulating hands, things like that as an offensive lineman. Well, this is what defensive linemen do, and this is why it's hard to play offensive line. It's because D-line's always trying to manipulate you. I really like that. It's good work. It's good work. Oh, thanks for the the heads up, Luke. It was a two-parter. Luke said he's a selfish player. He's a me type of player. He wants interceptions because they reflect in the numbers, and that's why he plays like that. He's not a team player. That's also why he was a lot better when he was younger. He could get away with making those plays a lot easier. Boom. Facts. Tell him, Luke. Tell him. Hey, we know how to evaluate body language around here. We know how to evaluate body language. This body language on this play by this Dorcas, this dude, like, yeah, I agree. He's trying to get cute. He tried to get cute and got lucky. He got cute and got lucky that Van dropped this. Like, this was right over your head because you're cute. You thought you were baiting someone, but you don't realize that you're drifting because, again, like I said, I'm not a cornerback, so I'm not going to give out cornerback technique advice, but I'm also not a dummy. And I also understand that the sideline is like another defender for these cornerbacks. So you actually had an opportunity with this positioning right here to close the gap, close the space, and squeeze him towards the sideline with your head back looking at the ball. You could do both. This is one of we looked at that one play from Diamador Lenore. Remember, against Philadelphia, Jalen Reagor, that deep bomb down the sideline, and he caught it, right? Reagor caught it, but it was incomplete. Why was that play incomplete? Because we talked about We talked about Diamador Lenore squeezing into the hip pocket of Jalen Rager, and then when he turned his head, he pushed him towards the sideline. Again, a rookie did that. A rookie played the proper coverage. And that is the example. This is why I don't like Norman. Like this is cute. This is I'm the best. And I get it. You want your cornerbacks to have that type of attitude. That's fine. I get it, but he's not. And he's ass. And he's a douche. Sorry. I don't like Norman. I like everyone else on this team except him. I do. But again, this is what I see. That's what I see. I've seen a rookie in his second game play better coverage than this veteran in a huge spot. Gotta have it. Like, what are we doing? That's unacceptable. Like, if I'm a DB coach, I'm not. I would be very upset. Clearly, didn't like it. Let's watch some Fred. Fred had a rebound, a bit of a rebound. He had a good day. 1534. So this was almost a Fred pick. Got Fred here. Play action. I remember why. All right. So this particular play, watch Contavious. Contavious is part of the reason why this was almost a pick. Look at that bulldozer. Let's watch it from this angle. You get a better sense of how much movement Contavious creates on the bull rush. Look at that. Move his ass. Dropped him right into Stafford's lap. Stafford could not step into the throw. As you can see, he's basically throwing into the back of his helmet. This means that Stafford could not throw with any type of anticipation. So again, all created by interior pressure. Oh man, Fred almost got it. Would have loved that for Fred. That would have been a nice reclamation project for him. I think what Stafford really wanted to do is he really wanted to get the ball right here, like into this area. But like I said, it's really hard to throw. Like, look at the angle he's throwing at. He's not stepping into the throw; he's actually stepping backwards. So it's not a fadeaway, but if you think of how you should throw, which is stepping in, loading up the back foot, stepping into your throw, he's kind of stepping back and loading off his back foot. So again, the pressure is why this is successful, because I truly believe if this pressure isn't there, he does complete this and he does throw it to the correct spot. He throws it to about the hash. Throw it to the hash. Much better situation. He doesn't have the time to really do that, as you can see. So good pressure by Contavious Street. Warner almost got the pick. Almost. Would have loved to see Warner get the pick there. Let's see. I have another one that all it says is classic Fred. Okay, there. That's why. It's just Fred knocking heads. Oh, look, is that Josh Norman being a knucklehead? Look at Josh, dude. This dude, I never noticed this. This dude just looks like what is this? What are they doing? Does Josh just try to step on this guy? Dude, I hate this guy. Like, the more and more I watch of Josh Norman, I cannot stand him. Like, again, body language, like, we're not dummies. Like, the step over, like, oh, are you Kobe in AI? Or no, it's AI and Tyronn Lue? Are you AI, bro? Watch the foot. Watch the small, fake pickup, and then watch him step on the chest and step on his arm. This dude is a J cat, bro. Get this dude off my team. I'm about to go all crazy all over again on this dude. I'm about to go all crazy all over again on this dude. This dude is a cancer. Get this. I'm going to start cussing. This was supposed to be chill, calm session, just watching the tape. This dude is about to make me lose my freaking mind. Again, let's watch it. Josh Norman body language. Okay. All right. Yeah, I get it. You're not trying to get stepped on. But what are we doing after that? That's an intention. That's intentional. That's intentional. That's an intentional step. This is an intentional step. All the weight goes down here. Now I get it. Yeah, you don't want to get rolled up on. I get it. But look, look at how this is not natural movement. I'm going to send this to Kyle. I'm going to write a very angry letter. Where'd it go? I'm going to write a very angry letter. I'm going to send this to Kyle. Where'd it go? This is Bush League, bro. This is like that dirty stuff. Oh man, this dude just every day, every play again. Okay, you don't want to get rolled up, fine. Stomps, okay. Pick up your foot and you move. Okay. He's hopping on one foot. Hopping, all the weight comes down on his arm. Ooh. Sorry, I'm gonna leave it alone. I can't. Unbelievable. This dude is a cancer. Get him off my team. Get him off my team. I'm gonna go all Karen. I want to speak to your manager. Can I speak to your manager, please? Who's allowing this crap? Like, oh my gosh, dude. If I was a coach and Josh Norman was my player, like guys, I don't get upset. Like it takes a lot for this guy to get upset. I'm a very calm person. Josh Norman is sorry. Whoa. The Justin Fields hive is buzzing. I just noticed that banner. Good old Friday nights, right? Good old Friday nights. All right, let's switch gears. I'm tired of talking about Josh Norman and his ineptitude. Here's a so we saw Charles Omenihu a couple times. Where is he? I think he's here. No, he's here. He almost got home a couple times. I like the move. It's kind of you're showing threat of outside pressure. Then you're almost showing like a bull rush, but then you're continuing to come underneath. So I like that. I think this is a heady move, right? Look at the kick step. He's trying to figure it out. Oh, this is the Trent Williams move. Yo, he tried to pull the Trent Williams move. Double pass set. Look, double pass set with the swipe. He tried to pull the Trent Williams. That's interesting. He tried to pull the Trent Williams. Double pass set, right? Double pass set with the rip on the inside shoulder. Huh. Never seen anyone else do that. He did it. Good job, 79. Didn't work out, though. Charles Omenihu almost got home. Sorry, Keith. I've been kind of looking at the chat. Not a ton. Justin Fields hive is buzzing this whole time. That's hilarious. That takes you back to our draft days here at the SF Niners. Let's see what else we got. 15-10. Did we watch this one already? Yeah, we watched that one already. Um, so I mean, some of my biggest takeaways from this game, uh, I thought Aziz played really well. I thought Aziz was really strong. He was all over the place. Uh, made a lot of plays. Wasn't a liability in coverage from anything that I saw. Um, I thought we got good instances of pressure. Um, all right, someone said Bosa. Let's go to some Bosa. 1748. Did we just watch this one? So this one was almost a sack. Bosa almost got home. Somehow Stafford like makes a ridiculous throw to get that thing off. But this is yep. So you got Bosa. Honestly, they kind of stopped each other. They both got the leverage that they wanted, Eric Armstead and Bosa, but they ran into each other and actually kind of kind of messed each other up just a little bit. Like you can see it pushed Eric out of his path. I think Eric would have had a sack here if Bosa didn't really like crash into him and continue to push Eric upfield like that. You see how Eric hits the ground. So it's good by both of them. Like look at Eric. Oh gosh, look at Eric. Look at Eric. Look at him get his hands on those forearms and just lift up. Look at that. I love that. Hand manipulation. Gets him the leverage that he wants. 63 can't do anything about it. If it wasn't for Bosa actually having a counter inside move, Eric might have got home on this one. But this is the I don't particularly like this armbar situation. Um, I think this is a holding, and I'm an offensive lineman. Um, I think the armbar is pretty stupid to not be called a hold, particularly um, because again, this game is about leverage. It's about leverage. So, gee, what the hell? Stinking fly? You're dead now. Sorry. Um, it's a game of leverage. So right here, Nick Bosa wins inside leverage. That's what he's trying to accomplish. That's the name of the game. Let's watch the entire pass rush move. First step indicates outside move. Like the first step, it looks like, okay, you're setting up outside. Second step says, okay, that changes. You're either going to bull rush me or you're going to counter inside. He counters inside. You see the little swipe, and then so he's already won the leverage of getting to the inside. So when you hook someone like that, to me, that's a hold. I apologize to the fly after I killed it. Sorry. See, like I said, I don't get mad. I'm a nice guy. I apologize to the fly if I have to kill it. But me and Josh Norman, nah. Me and Josh Norman ain't cool. Me and Josh Norman ain't cool at all. So yeah, to me that's holding. Like to me it's big time holding. Like this on the flip side, right here, this I wouldn't consider what I think that's Whitworth is doing to Ebukam. Because this is similar to called like a snatch technique. Um, so you're just jumping on his back, like and getting him down. I don't think that's a hold. Again, it's a game of leverage. That's what we're talking about. Offense playing in the trenches, it's game of leverage. So this leverage to me is fair. Sampson tries to duck. Whitworth is bigger and just brings his weight on top of him and brings him down. I have no problems with that. That does not look like a hold to me. However, when I see a guy who wins to the inside, the only reason 79 has a fighting chance to make this block is because he throws out the hook. Um, he throws out the hook, and then you hook around the neck, and that's how he stays engaged on the block. So again, right here, that is a hold. Like nothing about this is a legal block. It wasn't legal in my opinion from right here. So I don't I don't like it. I don't know why he doesn't get the calls. Um I would imagine if I'm a coach or someone on this team, I'm making cut ups like this, and I'm sending it to the league, and I'm saying, "Give me a response to how this is not considered holding, especially up around the neck area, around the head. Like this is unacceptable. This right here, perfectly acceptable all day. What's going on in here? Perfectly acceptable. With Eric, perfectly acceptable. I'll take that all day. This, no. The arm bars, no. I think it's stupid. Because again, like I said, it's a game of leverage, and you've lost leverage, which is why you're doing your stupid arm bar. Like, see, he's beat right here with this plant foot. He's beat. Bosa is going inside. Look at him extend the arm to be able to hook, and all of Bosa's momentum carries 79 over. Yeah, that's a hold, dude. That is absolutely a hold. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. DJ said, I get the leverage aspect. However, if it wasn't Bosa, another defensive play would have had the call. I believe, like you're saying, like if it was someone else, they would have got the call. Um, so I don't know. I would imagine. I don't know why he gets such a hard time getting the calls. I really don't know. TJ said, Brad, you love Josh Norman. And I quote from what you said, Norman, let's go outside. Yeah, that's about how I feel with Norman. I haven't wanted to fight one of my own players since Anthony Davis in 2016. That's how long it's been. That's how long it's been. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like it's weird how those arm bars don't get called. Because even like I said, as an offensive lineman myself, I I think that's cheap. That's not a block. Me hooking your neck isn't a block. Like, so again, you can I can we can break down the freaking technique right here. He does it again. So this guy knows that he's got no shot at keeping Bosa in front of him. He knows that he's going to escape either to the right or to the left. He just knows it. So you can kind of tell like he's already kind of gearing up for the hook. So he hooks, and then they place the hand on the hip, and so it becomes like a compounding movement. You get the hook and you get the hand on the hip, and you're bringing them together so you can control the guy. Um, I don't know. Seems like a hold to me because look at Bosa again. You got a freaking arm around the neck. It's not even a good angle, but you get the arm around the neck. Let's see if we get a better angle over here. Yeah, again, and you even get Bosa throwing his hands. Look, see the hands? I think that is try to get his attention. So, yeah, I don't know what it's gonna take. Bosa doesn't complain. Like he just head down is what it is. Uh, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the technique if it's an acceptable technique. Like use your hands like this. It didn't work, but try to use your hands. This whole arm bar, this is a hold to me. Like that technique looks like a hold to me. So I think it's a hold. 916. Bosa almost got here again. So Bosa started to tear it up a little bit. He was making his presence felt. He had a couple plays where he forced bad throws. I really like this like slingshot move. Again, we talk about leverage a lot when we talk about the trenches, and we talk about like this play with Trent. Trent is really good at when defensive linemen go into like the forklift, like it's like a forklift technique. I don't know the exact name of what it's called. I like to call it like when defensive linemen they try to forklift you because they're putting one hand in your chest and then they create this angle of pushing against you with all their weight and then they grab you and they like slingshot around. So if you watch arms extend and then it's like he uses that momentum that he's created from the angle and it slingshots him up the field. So if you kind of see that there, slingshots him up. But I think this pressure is the difference for why it was such a bad throw because he got around that corner in a heartbeat. And I think Stafford was like, "Oh no!" Like, see right there, Bosa. He probably even touched him. Just got his elbow a little bit, and that's why the throw was crazy. It was not a good throw. I think, yeah, it looks like Bosa got a piece of the elbow. So Bosa's look nice, but again, it's on the other side you have Simpson Ebicom. This happened to him a couple times. You got unfortunately he got chipped as well as Whitworth just kind of jumping on him. Um, but a lot of what this is, I mean, you know, he just fell on him. That's acceptable to me. That's not holding. Um, you know, unfortunate the chip sent Samson kind of to the ground and he just fell on top of him. That's not really holding, in my opinion. Someone said 91 getting held on this play. Well, I don't know if it's that one. So again, there's a lot of good stuff on the defensive side. They made Matthew Stafford look human. They made him just look like another guy, just kind of like Brunskill made Donald just look like another guy. This defense did a really good job of just making Stafford and this high-powered, potent offense just they couldn't do anything. And drops like that don't help for anyone. When nothing's working, you need the layups. Like you need this stuff to work. So it just wasn't right for the Rams against us. They were not they kind of look like the 49ers the last couple weeks. That's kind of what they look like. Um let's the butt catch, the goated gooch catch. Where's that? Is this it? No. Where's the goated gooch? the go- the goated gooch catch. The goated gooch catch. Oh no, right here. No, where is it? Do I have it written wrong? 22, 24. Apparently I have it written wrong. Huh, weird. Oh, yeah, that's weird. I had it a couple seconds off. This to me, I looked at a couple times. Um, I don't see the PI. This just looks like fantastic coverage. Again, let's see. Where's the line of scrimmage? The line of scrimmage is 1, 2 at 3 yards. So 4, 5. So K1 can be in contact from this zone from where the ball is to here. He has 5 yards. So let's see, where's K1? His foot is probably, he's got a yard. Yeah, this is terrible call. It's a fucking terrible call. Excuse my language. But that's how bad of a call it is. Um, so again, we highlighted the area in which you are allowed to throw hands as a cornerback. You get a 5 yard cushion. You can see the route doesn't even go past 5 yards. Like he doesn't the ball is on contact at 5 yards. So the fact that a PI was called, again, r further initiates why these refs are disgustingly bad. Like, just this was a pick, and this like, obviously, the game was well in hand at this point, but if this is why refs just are a big problem in the NFL. Um, I know the NFL is never going to admit it. Like, look at this guy. He's straddling the line of scrimmage. This guy gets paid money to be a referee on Monday Night Football. This guy is getting paid to do this job. 5 yards, pal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go in a straight line out to about, let's say that's about 5 yards. Dog, the ball doesn't even hit. The ball hits on 5 yards. So, uh, yeah, it is really bad. It's really bad, and it's really smart by K1 because K1 knows. K1's a veteran. He knows he can put hands on him. That's why he did it. That's what exactly why he did it. Put his hands on, came back around, gets the pick. Um, they're a joke, to be honest, and they both threw it. They both these doofuses. Oh, this guy, look at this guy. He's like, "Oh, he threw it? Look. Oh, he threw it? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna throw it too." God, golly, man. Stupid. That was a great pick. Greatest butt catch, gooch catch of all time. And it's a shame that we'll never get to remember it because of terrible, terrible pass interference. Unless the only, which again, I don't understand the rules. From my understanding, you can put hands on wide receivers. I don't know if they're calling this hip grab. Again, I don't have the playbook, but based on my understanding of the game, being able to put hands on wide receivers at 5 yards, this seems to fall in line with that. So I don't know. Yeah. So all the contacts happen within 5 yards. Um, if they're trying to get nitpicky with like the way it's like that, uh, above my pay grade. But again, to me, that's that's football. So, and it really did feel like there was a point where like the refs were like there's a couple flags where it was like, man, are they trying to get these guys back in the game? Like it just felt like one of those like that was a really weird penalty, but it felt like that on a couple occasions. So, um, so some of the takeaways, again, I think that pretty much covers most of it. Excuse me. Um, some of the takeaways that I saw, like again, most of what the plays that I have logged are like plays that I really like stood out to me from a individual effort. Other plays that I haven't logged is just because there was nothing like grandiose that happened or like an example of, you know, specifically good technique on this particular play or whatever. So a lot of it is a lot of Aziz was a lot all over the place. Aziz made a lot of plays. Hufanga, Hufanga made a handful of plays. Uh, Emmanuel Mosley had nearly 2 interceptions. You had this Joker. I think he gave up probably 3 or 4 catches. And that's Josh Norman. So Josh Norman continues to be not good, and that is confirmed by the tape. Fred Warner looked better. Um, Still looks like he's moving a little slower than like. I just feel like Fred was so fast. I don't know if it's because Aziz is there and Aziz is moving so fast that it's making Fred look slower. I don't know. But he just looks like half a step behind. I wouldn't even say he's a full step behind. Just in some instances, he's kind of like a half step. Um, but overall, he did well. He was able to kind of he almost had the pick. He had a couple really good run stuffing plays. So Fred Warner's had a good game. K1 had a decent game as well. Should have had the pick. Arden Key with the sack. Charles Omenihu had 2 pressures where he almost got home. Bosa did work. Bosa had multiple pressures, created multiple bad throws, and multiple flags not called on Bosa. So yeah, DJ Jones had a couple good plays. DJ Jones had a couple good plays. So those were the key take, obviously, and then Jimmy Ward and his interceptions and all that good stuff. Um, so overall, it was good, really good. There's a lot of good to come away from this tape on both sides of the football, offense, defense. Um, Liked what I see. The only thing that I didn't like is Josh Norman. That's about it. Other than that, I liked everything. Um, yeah, other than Josh Norman, um, I liked a lot of it. Um, I I think the offense looks great. Defense looked very serviceable. Um, Obviously aided by the 2 interceptions early, but overall, I thought it was pretty good. It's a good showing. So the hope is that the 49ers can take this energy, push it forward to the Jags. Hopefully, I'm going to leave Josh Norman alone now. But hopefully, we'll see a win come next week. The tape is promising. The tape is very promising. Um, and I agree, James. Pull up. There we go. I agree. If they can put that many points on the Rams, why can't they do it to the Jags? Again, it's all about the mentality that they have, the energy that they have, and everyone working together on the same page. Um, I think they could absolutely keep doing it. Um, Said 91 in coverage. Oh, Eric. Yep. Eric in coverage. This is actually a really good route by Van Jefferson. I noted this earlier. And he actually got Jimmy. So watch Jimmy bite. Jimmy bite on the cell to the outside. This like hop. This is like Van Jefferson is known for his route running. So you see how he kind of like hops into his break. That's interesting. I don't see too many people hop into their break and be able to like bounce out of it that quickly. See that? And then he bounces out. Look at where Jimmy Ward is inviting Van to go to the corner or go, you know, uh towards the sideline. He doesn't want him to go inside of him. You can tell by the leverage, his hips. So Van Jefferson does a really good job of kind of doing this like jump this step into his break and cuts inside, and he actually got him. He got Ward. He got Ward a little flat-footed. It was a good route. He broke open. It would have taken a really, really good throw, like from a layered standpoint, to be because you had K1 on the under. So if you throw it into the back here, you got a chance. But I think a big reason why that wasn't able to occur was Arden Key. Arden Key, I like this by him to just play it and try to get up and block it. Now, I don't know if he actually hit it. It's really hard to tell if he nicked it and it caused it to have like a different trajectory. You see that? Because like see how the ball's coming out of his hand and then it feels like it kind of veers. So I don't know if this is a tip pass. I can't get a good look on it. It kind of looks like he hits it like so it doesn't affect the ball spin, but it does look like it affect the placement. I can't tell, but you can see like if you get that ball right here, that's easy money. So I think whether it was Arden Key hitting it or not, if he were to try to throw it to that spot, Arden Key was in position right here to block it. So Arden Key did a really good job here. Too, I think he might have affected this throw. He might have hit it like enough. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to sell. It's hard to tell. But you know that ball is so off, and that's off for Stafford. So it makes me kind of feel like he hit it. I don't know. I'm not seeing any tip movement. Typically, a defender hits it, they'll start doing all that good stuff. So we'll see. But overall, it's good performance. Good tape. It's fun tape. Other than Josh Norman, we can kick Josh Norman out. My height, how tall I am. You want to know how tall I am? Is that what you're asking me? Did someone ask me my height? Did I miss it? I'm 6'3", if that's what you're asking. I'm 6'3". Like I said, I have a weird perception in my head from being an offensive lineman that I'm small. Like 6'3" is short. And I tell people that, like I'm like, I'm just 6'3", and they're like, oh, 6'3". I was like in my head, 6'3" is small. Because like I said, I played offensive line with guys who were 6'5", 6'6". Defense going against defensive linemen, 6'4", 6'5". So I've always thought I was undersized. But I think 6'3" is okay, right? I don't know. That's when your life of like offensive lineman, I think your size perceptions are much different. Like people, I'm like, oh, that guy's probably medium size, 6'2", 250. I'm like, that's small, medium. People are like, what are you talking about? That's a big guy. I'm like, that's not. So I live in a football world in regards to like height perception. So again, 6'3". My playing weight, I was 250. So 250 in community college, and then when I got to D2, I got up to a playing weight of 295. But that was a struggle. Yeah, I worked so hard to get to 295, and that wasn't just eating food. That was working out twice a day. But that was the goals. I knew I had to gain weight. I had to put weight on because being 6'3", I was light according to football standards. Um, Not anymore. uh, we got a yep, it is 6'3". I think it's the perfect height for the center. You can even say 6'4" if you want. But I agree. 6'3", 6'4". You gotta have that leverage. You gotta be able to dig out nose tackles. You can't be super tall, at least in my opinion. There's obviously a different situation. Jason's taller. Jason's like 6'5". Jason's tall. Jason's tall. I love this. I love hearing this. I love hearing I'm 5'10" and was dogging some junior college linemen that were 6'5". That was my favorite. Like, that was my favorite. And again, I've talked about this before in the way I scout off defensive linemen. A lot of it is based on my preferences as an offensive lineman. Like, yes, there are 6'5", 320 behemoths that move really well and are really good on the defensive line. But I would much rather prefer going up against a 6'5", 330-pounder any day of the week and twice on Sunday, much more than your Aaron Donald esque type 6'1", 6'2", 300, 295 defensive tackle, because whenever they stick a 6'1", 6'2", 295-pound defensive tackle in front of you as a center, they're doing that because that guy's capable of being there, and he's capable of being there because why? He's quick. That's always the number one thing you get typically with a smaller defensive tackle is their get off the line of scrimmage. They're so fast. They are so fast at jumping the snap. And when they jump the snap, that's half the battle because you have to take your steps and your footwork and your technique. And if the defensive tackle is just as fast or faster, he can throw everything off just by being quicker off the snap than you. And again, as a center, uh, the guys to my left and right, they're set back off my hips, so they have more cushion. I Defensive tackles are right on your head when you're a center, so that's why the reaction time is really hard. Uh, on a lot of instances, we see with Alex Mack, we saw it in both instances where I'm blanking on his name, but the defensive tackle for the Green Bay Packers, both those two blow up plays where everyone lost their mind and said Alex Mack was trash because he got beat on the same play. It was the same play, just two different types of technique from the nose tackle and how he used the center's leverage against him. Um, so yeah, I'd much rather take a big son of a gun, put him in front of me. Again, I have leverage, I have speed, I can work that to my advantage. I have technique. Technique is going to take you so far. So if you have those things, the size, you can mitigate size with technique. It's the same philosophy, the same concept we have with Rashawn Slater, versus Penny Sewell. Like Penny Sewell, you see the pancakes, you see the domination and the size and just the owning other human beings, like from a physicality standpoint. That's all good and well, but when you get a technically gifted, fast, strong defensive lineman on these bigger guys, that's if they don't have the technique to back it up, then that's where things can go out of whack. Where on the flip side, you get your Rashawn Slaters, who he's 6'3", I believe, playing left tackle in the NFL. The reason is because he's so technically gifted. Gifted on top of having the the speed and the strength. So again, size is just a number. Honestly, that's why like a lot of people always like I've talked to or played with in the past, I'm too small, I'm too small, I'm too small. And I just look at them and I'm like, you're not. Like, you're not too small. Like, I know how talented you are. I know how technically gifted you are. You're not too small. Your mindset is making you too small. So if you can just figure out, boom, exactly. Elvis Dumerville was 5'11", but he's one of the best pass rushers our league has ever seen because he knew what he was and he knew how to use it against other people. So that's why, like, I always, whenever a player has ever told me I'm too small, I've always pushed back at them. I've always said, "Do you think you're really too small? Do you think that's the real issue? Or do you think the issue is actually with your technique? Or do you think the issue's with, like, the leverage you're trying to gain?" Because honestly, my another example, my nose tackle in high school was like 5'6". He was so small. He would get into a 4-point stance and he would look like a chihuahua. Like, he was so tiny. But he knew how to use his leverage and he was so fast. Like, the combination of him being so small but yet so fast actually worked. And he was tough and he was strong enough that he made it work. A 5'6" nose guard? Like, we play like our my high school's division is the best NorCal division in football. I'm sorry, best NorCal division, uh, I guess in Northern California. They're on the you have the Southern California division, which is like the Mater Days, I think, and the St. John Boscos, like, you have those guys in the LA, but up north, you have San Ramon Valley, you have Cal High, you have Monta Vista, that's where Zach Ertz came from. Um, you have De La Salle. De La Salle was in our division. So it's not like we were playing like I played against Roy Helu. Screw that guy. He destroyed us. Um, Roy Helu Jr., I don't know if you guys remember him. He's a running back at Nebraska. And then I think he went to Washington. He was Washington's running back for a couple years. Um, Helu came out of San Ramon Valley. So we're in a spot that created a lot of NFL talent. Again, Zach Ertz. I played against Zach Ertz at Monta Vista. So again, the size thing, it's really a heart conversation in my opinion. It's a heart conversation. It's a technique conversation, but that's my long-winded tangent essentially on the whole size conversation. You can either do it or you can't. It's what it comes down to. Size, in my opinion, is only a hindrance like when, like, I don't know, you're throwing fade routes and you have a 6'5" wide receiver on a 5'6" cornerback and you're running fade routes. Yeah, size is probably going to be a little bit an issue. Maybe, probably. Oh, who knows? Maybe that 5'6" defender can jump out the gym. Again, there's an exception for every rule. So long-winded tangent about size, but yeah. So looks like let's pull the chat then. Um, no way. There's no way Luke is 6'7", bro. We got DJ 6'1", but lanky. DJ, so we're getting the scouting report on the Sourdough Squad now. So DJ 6'1", but lanky. So we're gonna stick DJ 6'1", but lanky. Maybe we'll put you as an outside receiver. We'll maybe have to check your 40 time to make sure the speed backs it up. 6'1", lanky, I'd say, or maybe potential safety spot if you like to tackle. 6'7" from Luke. 6'7" for Luke. God, that's my tackle. If he's Luke, are you really 6'7"? If Luke is 6'7", we got our left tackle. So Luke Luna is the starting left tackle of the Sourdough Squad. DJ is our starting strong safety of the sourdough squad. What other oh, we got 5'11", just a tick under 6. James, are you I'm not I yeah, I probably did. I love how Luke's Yeah, did I mess it up? I wanna believe in my heart that you're 6'7". Oh, I'm 6'7" in my head and straight dunking on fools. In reality, I'm just under 5'11", crossing fools up instead. Dang it, I was so excited for Luke to be 6'7". Oh my gosh, I would've been like, "We got our left tackle, let's go." Alright, so 5'11". Yeah, exactly, DJ's 5'11", but plays 6'7". That's what we're talking about. That's the heart that we're talking about. Oh, so 5'11". So right now, DJ's looks like DJ's holding it down at 6'1". Then I thought Luke was coming out the cuts with the gangly ass 6'7". Guess not. Damn it, that would have been so dope. Nothing against you, Luke, at all. I just thought that would have been hilarious. Um, all right, so we got so well, if I get the height, then I need the weight. The height, weight, 5'11". You could be a slot corner. You could be a slot wide receiver. You could be a regular wide receiver. You could be Elvis Doomerville's 5'11". Uh, you could be a running back, 5'11" nose guard. There you go. So there's plenty of positions. Okay, there we got some size. 6'3". All right, I'm putting my guy at 6'3" at guard. My guy's gonna play right next to me at guard. So we got two 6'3"ers. Oh, there we go. So we got DJ and Luke. DJ and Luke uh holding down the safeties. Holding down the safeties position. DJ said he hit 6'1" after high school and was 5'6" all of high school. Damn, what a growth spurt. What a growth spurt. I like it though. DJ and Luke of the Sourdough Squad starting safeties. I like that. I think that works. We got 6'3", 278. I played line in high school. Yup. You're guard already. I'll be the center of the group. Makes sense, right? I'm the center. I'm center. I'm gonna put you at left guard. 6'3", 278. Yeah, we can work with that. Oh, let's go. 6'6", 300. We got a DT right here. Let's go. We got our Javon Kinlaw. We got our Javon Kinlaw right here. That's what I'm talking about. Now we can build a defense. So now we got Luke Luna and we got DJ surveying the backfield. You know, there are starting safeties, and we just dropped in Derek Webb at 6'6", 300 at nose tackle. Let's go. Uh we can put a 5'11" guy at middle linebacker, be our Fred Warner. I don't think you got to be big to play linebacker. I think you got to be smart. I think you got to be agile. I think you got to be heady. Again, technique can mitigate a lot of things. Oh, okay. DJ wants cornerback. We're gonna put DJ at 6'1". He's gonna be our almost set a different team's cornerback. Don't do that. He'll be our Jason Verrett. No. Can I say that? He's hurt. So he'll be our Manuel Mosley, I guess. Oh my goodness. So fun. That's funny. Yeah, we're locking Derek in. Lock Derek in at left tackle. He's gonna play both ways. He's gonna play both ways. Derek's gonna play both ways. He's gonna play left tackle and defensive tackle. Oh goodness, good fun. I appreciate it, guys. That was fun. Um, I'm always happy to that you guys allowed me to vent my Josh Norman takes and have some fun as we just talk about random things half the time. Uh, it's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting to see what we get against the Jags. Hopefully, it's going to be a dub. Oh, we got a former 6-foot All-State kicker in the building. We got the kicker, and he's All-State. Boom. Let's go. Hey, we might have to do this again. I think this is a segment that we might have to do. Like again, we're just vibing. It's Friday. It's whatever. But we get some more people in the chat. We might have to we might have to set up a starting lineup. I'll like put up a board and we'll do like names based on your size and we'll like scout your size and your tangibles and we'll create a team of the sourdough squad chat. Exactly. We'll build a team with the chat. Just build a team with the chat. That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh. So fun. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. Oh, what's good, my guy? Let's go. I see you, Neil. I see you, Neil. My guy. Oh yeah, we go back. Academy of Art days, the Joe Fonzie days, the Joe Fonzie days. Neil, sheesh, come a long way. That's funny. I was just thinking about that today. Actually, I was just thinking about like how much like I use that multimedia communications degree from the Academy of Art and everything I do. I'm just like, man, I do so much different stuff that we did, back in school. And that's just wild. That's funny. It's good to see you, bro. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Joe Fonzie, the GOAT. That's funny. That's funny. Um, I'm gonna get out of here, fam. Uh, Crazy how I can just talk for 2 hours. The best part about all of this is that I'm just not I don't talk a lot, but for whatever reason, get me in front of football. We'll start talking. We'll start vibing. All that good stuff. I appreciate everyone who hopped in for the chilled out uh Friday night film session. All that good stuff. I'm still editing, doing audio to this day. we're we're doing it all, man. We are doing it all. Uh Facts. Facts. DJ, my guy, the like freaking cruncher, my guy, always doing the Lord's work. Love it. Love it. All right, fam. I'm gonna head out. I gotta spend some time with the family. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are becoming my family. Um, I'll probably take tomorrow off. We'll see. Probably take tomorrow off. We'll see. We'll see. What's tomorrow? So probably be doing a live watch party, whatever, live reaction show for the game against the Jags. Uh Obviously was planning to do that last week. This week I'm not going to just, get tickets and then all of a sudden disappear and go to the game, so that's not going to happen. So I'll be doing the live reactions to the game. We'll probably start at like 9:45 in the morning. You come kick it with us, come vibe with us. You know the vibes. We're just chilling. You watch me get really angry at Josh Norman again. It seems to be going to be a reoccurring theme. So we'll see. But I appreciate you guys. You guys have a blast. Have a safe night, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.